When you can actually see your profit for the year in dollars and cents, it gets you more in the notion of selling corn, knowing that I can lock in a $50,000 profit or whatever the profit is. You want to lock it in. If I know I can make that much profit in a year, I will be in business next year.
Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name is Cody Bills, this is Logan Burgess. Today here is July 7th and we had the market starting to go lower here in the beginning of the week. Corn down 9 cents for September. Soybeans on August delivery here down 26.5 cents. And wheat in Chicago trading down 22.75 cents here today. We had export inspections come out earlier this morning. We did have those within analyst expectations. No big surprises there. One thing to keep in mind is that the river is, it has been disrupted in the northern parts of the Mississippi simply because of the amount of precipitation that we have received. I know a number of locks have been shut down there. Bids and offers in the barge market have not been placed on any of these regions north of Dubuque, Iowa. So those are important things to watch because that will have an impact on barge rates and shipping costs for the lower parts of the Mississippi and for Ohio and Illinois as well. Logan, when we look at these numbers here, the changes in price, we have corn, soybeans, and wheat all trading lower. Is this a result of continuation selling on the heels of the report that we received on Monday, or was there new information that came into the market here over the weekend?
You know, it kind of seems like a combination of the two, Cody. I think particularly for soybeans, we saw an exceptionally bearish report out last Monday from the USDA, so we're still seeing some follow through for that. And a lot of traders are looking at this soybean market as one that could sell off 50 cents or $1 more before we find the bottom. So I think you take that and you combine it with some of the good precipitation that we saw over the weekend for really the vast majority of the grain belt here. Take a look at this map. You can see here this shows received precipitation and most of the corn belt, particularly southern Iowa, receiving up to 2 inches of rain there. This is coming at a good time here for the corn crop in particular. USDA projected 15% of this crop now silking in the crop progress report, which was just released. If we look at conditions on this crop, 75% of corn now rated good to excellent, 72% of soybeans rated good to excellent, and you can see here from this corn chart, this is well above where we've seen it at the last several growing seasons. And for corn, you have to go all the way back 15 years to see a better good to excellent rating at this point in the growing season. So you kind of combine, as you said, you know, a very negative report Monday from the USDA with continued positive growing conditions, and it just seemed like this grain market really got off to a negative footing early on in the session.
Absolutely, and one thing to keep in mind here is that, you know, we've talked a lot about excess rain. We've heard a lot about acres being flooded out or damaged acres, but do keep in mind that the amount of precipitation that we're getting on average seems to be very positive for this crop, as this good to excellent rating shows. You know, we do have some acres that probably will be significantly damaged, but on average the yield bump here from the good precipitation is going to put a lot of pressure on this crop going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and really the big question now when we have a huge crop like this, when is demand going to come in and become a factor? When is it going to start propping up prices? We're going to get some indications of that on Friday from the USDA. This will be the first WASDE report where they speculate on demand side numbers, factoring in this 84.8 million acre soybean crop. So that's going to be an important thing to watch on Friday's action. And then Wednesday this week, we get ethanol numbers out. Thursday this week, we get export sales. So as we're looking at this very large crop and considering demand, we do have some important reports coming down the line this week. We'll help keep you posted on that here on GrainTV and over on Twitter. If you want to follow us there, find us at GrainTV is how to follow us as the markets trade live. Thanks for joining us here on a Monday. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.